For those aiming to relocate in 2027, the September 2026 testing window is the critical milestone to clear. This guide focuses on the specific question types and patterns found in recent Cambridge materials to help narrow your preparation. To follow along, divide a page in your notebook into 4 quadrants: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Categorizing your notes this way allows you to address the unique mechanics of each module separately. Scoring a Band 7 requires an understanding of how examiners structure their questions, rather than just general language proficiency. In the listening quadrant, parts 1 and 4 are often the most straightforward, making them the most reliable sections for securing points. These sections frequently utilize one word only or one word and a number fill-in-the-blank formats. For these tasks, focus specifically on the word written immediately before the blank space in your test booklet. The audio track will often use a synonym for that keyword just before the speaker reveals the actual answer. Note that Part 3 is significantly more complex, as it involves academic discussions between multiple speakers. Dedicate specific practice time to the multiple choice and matching questions that dominate this educational section. Securing your points in the predictable first and fourth parts provides a buffer for the more difficult dialogue in Part 3. In the reading quadrant, questions generally fall into 2 categories: Type A, which follows the text in order, and Type B, which is scattered. Type A questions are chronological. Finding the first answer typically points you to where the next one is located further down. Reading Part 1 is almost exclusively Type A, focusing on true, false, not given, and sentence completion tasks. Part 3 introduces more Type B questions. These often require you to match information to specific paragraphs. When a passage has labeled paragraphs, marked A, B, or C, prepare for questions that are not in chronological order. If the paragraphs are not labeled, you can usually expect the answers to appear in a sequential, top-to-bottom order. Checking for labels immediately tells you whether you need to scan the whole document or read it sequentially. For the writing quadrant, focus your preparation on the most frequent essay and data formats. An analysis of recent Cambridge papers shows that opinion essays appear in roughly 70 to 80% of academic Task 2 tests. These essays require a clear progression through an introduction, supporting body paragraphs, and a final conclusion. For Task 1, you must distinguish between graphs showing trends over time and those comparing static data. Trend-based graphs, like the line chart on the left, require you to describe movement and changes across a timeline. Comparative graphs, like the bar chart on the right, represent data at a single point in time, requiring a focus on side-by-side differences. Prioritizing these common formats allow for more efficient study sessions compared to reviewing every possible chart type. In the speaking quadrant, the goal is to avoid the brief, one-word responses that limit your fluency score. Practice expanding every answer in Part 1 to between 5 and 6 sentences to demonstrate a range of structures. If a question in Part 3 is unclear, ask the examiner to repeat it. This provides a moment to organize your thoughts before speaking. When facing an unfamiliar topic, use a structured 3-path framework: yes plus a reason, no plus a reason, or the I don't know route. If you lack information on a topic, state that clearly, and then pivot to speculating about what you would do if given the opportunity. Examiners prioritize your ability to sustain a conversation over your actual general knowledge. Your 4-quadrant notes now serve as a targeted outline for your September 2026 preparation. Success depends on applying these specific tactics across multiple practice tests to build consistency. Digital resources and sample answers are available through the IELTS Emergency Course and WhatsApp for those requiring further examples. Following this framework helps turn the various components of the exam into a series of predictable tasks.